Game 3 of 3 tonight from Anaheim, California, which has felt like a different type of Orange County the last couple of evenings. Orioles fans continuing their away invasion this season, and they have had so much to cheer about, with the O's in search of their 9th sweep of the year, 87-51 as they enter the finale with the Los Angeles Angels.
Patrick Sandoval takes the mound for the Angels.
Patrick Sandoval, good numbers career-wise, a 2.38 ERA against Baltimore.
It's Rutschman to pop this one up. Brandon Drury goes out, calls for it, and has it for the first out of the game. Adley Rutschman pops out. Mountcastle pops one up to the right side of the infield as well. Shonowell stutter stepping and making the catch for the second out. A couple of pop-ups to start the game. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Patrick Sandoval gets that 1-2-3 top of the first.
A lot of lefties against Kyle Gibson. 6 will bat left-handed, which has been the tougher side.
Leads the Orioles with wins with 13, highest ERA of the starters.
Drury with a 1-out blue base hit, a flare into right field. Here's Renifo ripping one up the middle past Mateo, a base hit.
I might as well keep that hit streak going. You know he's going to do some damage first pitch. 14-game hit streak for the great Geefy.
Renifo hitting over 440 in the life of that hitting streak, and that first pitch curve from Gibson smashed.
Moustakas at the plate, 3 for 9 with a run batted in.
He's first pitch swinging too, and that's a good thing for the Orioles. Urias, Mateo, and Mountcastle bring up the 19th ground ball double play. Turn behind Kyle Gibson. Patrick Sandoval threw a perfect first inning on 11 pitches. Orioles have not scored in the first inning in this series. And Hayes goes right after Sandoval's first pitch. Past a lunging Moustakas in the left field corner, and Austin Hayes with a first pitch attack, a sharp double. And he matches Anthony Santander once more for the team lead with double number 34. And a runner at second for the only left-handed starter in tonight's lineup, Gunnar Henderson. Hoppy wants it down and in, and Henderson grounds it to the right side. A sliding play by Drury takes away what would have been a run-scoring hit. Fabulous play by Drury. Hayes does go to third on the first out. Angels are going to bring the infield in here in the second for Ramon Urias.
A 291 hitter with runners in scoring position.
And this one is hit fair. In the left field, Ramon Urias got a 2-strike slider. He knew what to do with it. And the Orioles have the game's first run for the second straight night. 1-0 O's as Ramon scores Austin.
Well, clutch hitting. This is what this team's all about.
Torrey Mateo to lead things off for the Orioles.
And Mateo, it's a bouncing ball that eats up Renifo at shortstop.
Yeah, you try to backhand the ball when you could get in front of it, and it comes up at all. It gets off the heel of your glove. Now that ball's hit sharply.
And there goes Mateo. He is aggressive, and O'Hoppe from his knees has no chance.
Yeah, good throw. You just throw over there twice. You go on the first move, and that's the way a lot of times you'll go on lefties. And now it's 28 steals.
3-1 curveball well inside. That's the Orioles' first walk after an 11-pitch first inning. Patrick Sandoval has thrown 44 pitches to get 4 outs. Mateo, Mountcastle, Santander, the runners, and here is Hayes. Hayes through the left side again. The Orioles have peppered that side of the field. Mateo is in. Mountcastle hot on his heels, and Austin Hayes is having himself a day in just 2 at-bats. A double, a single, a run scored, and 2 more driven in.
And again, really good base running. Mountcastle, for a big guy, former #1 draft choice, he can scamper a little bit.
This is what Brandon Hyde was hoping the Orioles would do the first 2 nights, that they would drive the pitch count up early against these Angel starters. They did okay the first couple of nights, but they are really getting to Sandoval here, who's averaging more than 20 pitches per inning.
18 as we talked. And
oh, if this ball stays fair and Sandoval picks it in fair territory, it is big trouble. And he's got a look on his face. He knows exactly what he did right there.
You know you're not going to throw anybody out, so let it go. Your third baseman's right there.
So now Aaron Hicks will bat with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
Here we go again. How do you play the big points?
And Hicks gets a base hit right past Renifo. Santander scores. Hayes coming in behind him. The second 2-run hit of the inning against Patrick Sandoval. There are bruises in the outfield right now in left and left center, and it's a 5-0 Oriole advantage.
As the lineup flips back to Nolan Shonowell.
Shonowell lines one to right. That's a base hit. And a 15-game on-base streak for Shonowell To start his major league career, ties Darren Erstad for the Angel record. Shawnuel and Erstad sitting atop that list. Pretty impressive for Shawnuel, who was drafted this year, barely had any time in the minor leagues, straight to the big leagues, and being able to get on base at the level that he has. Rengifo's had a hit now in 14 straight games, including his base hit earlier today. Rengifo hits one deep in the air toward right. Santander will watch it fly. It is gone. Luis Rengifo continues his red-hot streak. A 2-run homer has the Angels on the board, and a little bit closer now to Baltimore.
Getting closer to his career high of 17 last year and crushing it. Giffey the Great again.
Bottom of the 4th inning, the Orioles with a 5-2 lead over the Angels, looking for their 9th sweep.
1-2 for Theis. There's a first strikeout for Kyle Gibson, and that is Orioles history. The 1,249th strikeout by an Orioles pitcher, setting the new Baltimore franchise record.
So runners everywhere, and Santander will be the next batter.
And now Santander with a squibber. This is trouble. That's going to get in a run, and everybody is safe. So you hit it 115 or you hit it 49. Doesn't really matter if you place it the right way. And it's 6-2 O's. 5 for 12 series for Hayes, and he's got Mateo, Mountcastle, and Santander with only one out. He threw a slider. Hayes skies it into left field. Mateo, the Orioles' fastest player, will tag from third, and Grichuk's throw is cut off. Austin Hayes doesn't pick up his 4th hit, but he does pick up his 3rd RBI. The sacrifice fly, and it's a 7-2 game.
Gibson has gotten through 5 innings, so he's in line for another win. Despite an ERA above 5, Kyle Gibson has racked up the wins this year. This would be his 14th. Brandon Drury lines one to the gap in left center field. That's a base hit. Aaron Hicks cuts it off. Drury heads for second. Hicks with a strong throwing arm, but that throw too late. Double for Drury, his 2nd hit tonight.
A high bouncer over the mound. Gibson gets to it. A shovel pass to first.
Well, you're 6'6", and you got some agility. 35 years old. Not too many pitchers catch this ball.
Mike Moustakas bats with a man on third. It's Drury, who's had a multi-hit game today. Fly ball to left. This will get Drury home. Austin Hayes settles under it to make the catch. Has to show off his arm as he throws one toward the plate, but Drury comes in. An RBI for Moustakas.
46 on the season for Moustakas.
Only one home run in this series, and yet they are on track to sweep it. And here's Anthony. Santander Jackson into right field, and there is the 2nd home run of the series for the Orioles. Who else but Anthony Santander with his team leading 27.
9 runs, the most the Orioles have scored in a game on this trip.
And Hayes got a hanger, and this time he didn't miss it. All he has to do is jog around the bases as the Orioles go back-to-back off Perea. One more strike for Yorba Linda's own Cole Irvin to get. And Matt Theis with a ground ball to first. Ryan Mountcastle takes it himself, and that will do it. It's a sweep in Anaheim for the Orioles, and a 5-game win streak as they will charge into Boston on the backs of a 10-3 win.